So then, let's see if we can get Dragon Age Origins 2 running with something approaching decency. When I say decency, I mean like properly. Not needing to excessively mod it, which I will probably end up having to do anyway. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting everything set up as I normally do. With things falling over here, as they normally do. There you go. Right. Sorry, this is always tends to be a little awkward. Right. We have add. We have add. And we have a black screen which isn't doing any good. You'll hit the red dot, you would go back. I will hit that. And it occurs to me I have not set up the dashboard. So, dashboard. Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2. The Dragoning. My right glasses are on. Yep. Or I should say my correct glasses are on. Right glasses does not sound right. Oh, hello. What's happening here? No screen focus. There we go, we have screen focus, and I can immediately see that we need to start working on things like resolutions. Oh, and oh dear, what's my email address and password? I have no idea. Do you know I get so much bump on this email address anyway, I don't care that people see it. It is quite literally my junk email address, so... So, first things first, I need to check that sound is working. Back momentarily. And desktop sound is coming through beautifully. Downloads. Should all be installed, I think. Yeah, as far as I know, everything's unlocked. Options. We shall start at the bottom and work our way up. 16:9 full screen camera is slightly out, isn't it? From my end, it's slightly out. That's better. Graphics deal as high as it goes. Anti-aliasing on. Ambient occlusion, fuse, depth of field. It's still more high quality blur, high quality textures. I'm hoping there's no blur at all, but I don't think I get an option on that. We shall keep the setting as audio. Sorry, just checking to make sure that the old... we should really set up key binding, shouldn't we? So we shall see where this is stored. Task Manager. While the Task Manager is loading in, we will also load in Synapse. So, Dragon Age 2. The Dragon opening file location. Close that down. Gunship. What a surprise. And yes, I've already popped the 64 on it. So... copy. I should have done you really, but... Dragon Age 2. Link the program. Dragon Age 2. Right, we will go across to my Orb Weaver. Oh, why didn't I just copy? Yes, I'm being rather silly. Dragon Age Origins. We'll copy and call that DA2. And we shall also link the program. And we will keep that up for the moment so I know what the key bindings are when I get to them. So my quick says I think these are C, J, I, abilities, M, tic tacs, pause, hold position, highlight, quick save, screenshot as print screen, that could be quite handy. Hide main interface, B, okay. Mouse, that looks good. Interface, show damage numbers, yes. Show status effects, yes. Show minor combat details, yes. Hide helmet, no. Why did I re-click on that? Ah! Do you know, there's always highlight. No, that would be annoying because I could just, yeah, I can hold down tab. It's no great problem for me to hold down tab. So, yeah, that looks like it's ready to go. UI looks okay, but we'll find out, I guess. We will, of course, get magey with it. I don't get to choose what I look like.
Gentler invitations?
I am Cassandra Pentagust, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just,
So you're just trying to
what are you
lift,
seeking?
peel it
The
back.
champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here. Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself. To arms!
Right, first things first. Options, audio. Let's take the music down a little. Or for stereo sound. Okay, I can't quick save. That's fine, because I might as well do my restart now. Quite. Oh no, quit. Actually, I don't need to keep Cortex open any longer, just as long as it's running in the background. Why is this screen not focused again? Most peculiar. No, we can't choose. Okay, right. Whoa, that is loud now. I think because I forced the stereo sound. Let's just check the virtual's on. Virtual's doing its job. Very nice. That is actually pushing up so high on volume. Is this desktop sound? So I might lower that.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
Now!
Right, pause. We will lower the desktop audio volume on OBS ever so slightly. And we are good.
We can't keep this up forever.
Okay, is there a UI mod for this? Sorry, just poking at the mods again. L drive. Meaning I might as well stop the game and go back and I'm Odyssey too. Alexa, turn on the ceiling light, please. That's a bit low. Alexa, turn off the ceiling light, please.
Okay.
What am I looking for? Dragon Age 2. So I will, in fact, I will exit that. Data. Yeah, I'm not seeing much in there, so hopefully that's all I need to. Oh wait, hang on, let's what about? That's what I'm actually looking for. There is no launcher? Oh, okay. I thought. Anyway, download content. Let's have a look. So all my things seem to be in there. Back to new game. We shall start again.
Here we go! Now you fall!
We can't keep this up forever.
We'll make it through this, together.
Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade?
Allow me. May Andraste guide. Gotcha!
Sweet.
Get back! I'll deal with this.
There's no end to them.
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
Well, what makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me! You knew her even before she became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where she is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantries fall into pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
Cool. Let's get these meds sorted out.
The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Darkspawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
Listen, you two. The Darkspawn could be on us any minute.
Please, listen to your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Looks like a fight. Be ready.
I need to find something to take on. I like that button for take on. Let us bring up synapse. Well, we're stuck on Dragon's 2. I don't know why I did that. Default. Oh, before I go to default. Writing. Oh, I can't copy it across. Right, that's better. Excuse me.
Wait, where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn, where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Wherever we go, what's important is that we don't separate.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate. Then we need to get to Gwarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
To arms! There!
You will not have him! They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The
What's the
Order
pitch in
dictates.
Lothering?
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack.
The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we?
Wise girl.
How bad is that wound?
I think my sword arm's a loss, even with healing.
Then you will have mine, as always.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
Time to prove something.
Let's swap those keys over. Cars, that's slightly bugging. So it's RNG.
Be careful! May I trust they guide you?
Quickly, before they regroup. We must press towards the wilds.
Not going to happen.
Maker, give me strength.
Bethany! Follow my... Get back! Get back!
That's better.
Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your daughter is gone.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Bethany risked her life to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my daughter. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Bethany.
Our lives are more valuable to her than our prayers. Let's go.
Flames. We're too late.
Let's make this quick!
There's no end to them.
Well, well. What have we here? It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't arrived.
I do. You would have perished. You still may. If you wish to flee the Darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated, and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
We won't be able to get through the Darkspawn on our own.
They are everywhere, or soon will be. Where is it you plan to run to, hmm?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the Darkspawn.
Any better suggestions? I hear the deep roads are vacant now.
Oh, you I like. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Should we even trust her? We don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth, Pasha Belinar, an old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
Then you're an apostate.
Yes, we have so much in common.
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
I think I do, yes. I haven't actually checked the full download content because it doesn't fully unlock until you've gone through the prologue. I'm just trying to work out how to solve the depth of field issue I've got going on here. Okay, NVIDIA control panel. Ugh. I hate parching with this. Because the game keeps on coming in and out of focus. I've altered the depth of field thing inside the game, but that's only sort of fixed part of it. So. Wow, NVIDIA takes forever to load in. Manage 3D settings, program settings. That's going to take a long time to load in, so. Actually, I'm saying that. No, okay, well, it's chewing away on that with the conversation.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
I have...
Oh, you can see what I mean. It's like blurred. Ah, there we go. Sorry, the game popped itself out there.
Needs.
So yeah, that's seriously out of focus. Right, okay then. Yeah, it should already be switched off. Oh, always on. Right. So I'll probably have to restart the game to make sure that's working.
How much trouble will this delivery be exactly?
Yeah, unfortunately it's actually from the light outside there's... Oh, it's one of those strange days here. It's because cloudy, raining, yet there's still strong sunlight, so there's very little I can do about it, unfortunately, unless I turn the unless I close the curtains, and I can't be bothered. And the light's changing so quickly as well that if I try and potch for the filters, I'll have to come back in 15 minutes and water them anyway.
That's a lot to ask without telling us what this involves.
It's nothing more dangerous than one so capable can handle.
We don't have much choice.
We never do. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari.
Oh, maybe it doesn't need to restart.
And any debt between us is paid in full.
That pluing's gone.
Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
Speaking of, I better give the Housing Association a call.
No, leave him alone.
Yes, it'd be nice to be able to
What
do
has
that
been
as a
done
mage,
to
but there we
your
go.
man is within his blood already.
I know that focus
You
has gone
lie.
again. Oh,
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
sorry.
What are you talking
Long day
about?
already.
From the dark spawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
And how much time before you...
Not long now, if I am any judge.
I like the way that you can see like the NPCs get bathed in blood in this game, especially with the Darkspawn, but sorry, the player characters get bathed in blood, but they never have to worry about corruption, even when they aren't Grey Wardens.
There must be something we can do.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
I'm sorry, Aveline. This has to be done.
It's one of the bluntest tips I've ever seen on any kind of dagger, and that's quite worrying.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought
like
that
that
might
cut.
interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me, then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a manner of speaking.
So it's
Oh, I
true.
like the dwarf.
Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word, and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the
She
waves.
did,
Last
yes.
terrible storm.
And then the Kuranai drew horns as well, which
2
is
weeks
quite
they
funny.
spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago it was part of the Imperium, slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city. But I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
Right, that looked like a save point, so...
And they would throw us all back to the wolves.
Oh, come on. Right, I'm going to restart the game and get this anti-aliasing sorted out. Come on here, NVIDIA. Right, should hopefully be working. Dragon Age 2. And while it's doing that... So I just need to give the Housing Association a call. They were meant to be coming around today, so... The dozy pillocks. I phoned this in early on in the week and arranged for it this afternoon. There's a leak on the hand basin in the bathroom, which I've reported once. They came round, they couldn't find it, and instead fixed the leak on the toilet. But the leak's still there, and I've tracked down where it is. Been no sign of them this afternoon. I phoned them. Where are they? Oh, it hasn't been put on our system. It's like, oh, can we come next week? Well, not really. No, I'm booked up next week solid with hospital appointments. So. Plus, in the meantime, I don't really want water running across my bathroom floor. I like replaying Origins and Awakening. My problem is I like playing the mage too much. I've done all the intros and all the other character, class and race combinations. But for a game of this length, I need a character playing style I really like, and that's basically magic. I'm terrible for it. Give me something that uses spells any day of the week.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
Yeah, it's quite strange. Both myself, my youngest brother, and his girlfriend all have like really specific tastes. So I always go for the magic user, and I like magic user Nukas, although I'm going for a different build this time. My brother loves archery, so he always tends to play archers, and then his girlfriend loves playing a healer, so it tends to work out if we can all get in on the same game, but yeah, that rarely happens, unfortunately.
So long as we're all safe, that's more important.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should
Yeah, I
speak to
liked
him.
Bethany, but she never survives with me. I don't know if she always dies every time, but I'm guessing so. Right, who am I meant to be talking to? I missed that sound you get on quick save that you had in Dragon Origins 1. So I never see a little spinning circle on the side.
Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a meat
Yes,
heap.
yeah, they are a bit slow. Oh, hang on, phone call's coming back. They're trying to put me off to the end of next week, and it's like, oh, I've already had to have the toilet bowl replaced. Ah, I see. That would make sense. Yeah, but as I said, I've only ever played Warrior on Dragon Age 2, so Warrior? No, Magic User. So, but I'm hoping to go for the Arcane Warrior build again if they've got it in DA2. I don't know. I mean, as I said, hello. Oh, that bloody housing association is useless. It's literally getting me. I booked this in at the beginning of the week, and they don't have to have the plumber down. They just need maintenance down with an adjustable wrench and sealant. That's all they need. And now they're not going to get anybody down till next Thursday. I was like, ah. Oh. And in the meantime, the everything where I live is so small. Like, so the bathroom's really small. And there's been leaks in that bathroom before because whoever fitted, I had the bathroom redone because it's been a few years old, and whoever redid it did a really poor job. So there's leaks everywhere all the time, and the toilet bowls had to be replaced because the porcelain on it on the base just rotted away from the leaks, and it stinks. There's a very distinctive smell when porcelain starts to rot, and that smells back in the bathroom again. So the longer they leave it, the more likely it is they're going to have to start replacing the fittings again. I'm like, ah. Why be like that? Why not get it sorted out as quickly as possible?
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted.
Yeah.
But he's sure never taken that chance.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
I'm not a mage. I'm just carrying a really big lump of wood on my back.
You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Mind you, I did notice that the dwarves in Dragon Age 1 like to carry big lumps of wood in their senate or whatever the equivalent is. And given that they can't use magic, that's always amused me somewhat.
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My older sister. If she wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my sister.
I'd forgotten about how to navigate this map. Oh my goodness me. Oh, and forcing the anti-aliasing seems to have worked as well, so that's nice.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
That was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Seirei, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Seirei?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city.
No, it's
so the Templars suggested having someone set up shop.
I can't remember this game, Brad.
And I am the lucky man.
So what I did was, I started off the year... I've got a Steam library full of games I've never played. So I started off the year streaming sort of games I just picked at random. And I thought, after a while I got tired of doing it, so I thought I'd do the Mass Effect trilogy. did them, then I did Andromeda. So I thought, screw it, I'll do Dragon Age as well. Because I keep on meaning to go back and replay Inquisition. And I completed Inquisition once with a mage. It took like 150 hours. And I wanted to complete it on a different class. And every time I've completed the tutorial, I've looked at the concept of playing 150 hours with a class I don't particularly enjoy. I love mages. I don't much like the other classes. So I thought, screw it. I'll just stream doing the entire trilogy, and I'll do it as a mage, but I'm trying out different builds this time. So Dragon Age 1 I did as an arcane warrior, which I actually really enjoyed. I didn't think I would, but yeah, it was good fun. I attacked really slowly because I had every possible buff I could get running at the same time, but yeah, that was good fun, and I'm probably going to do the same with this build as well.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Seirei.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Yeah, my arcane warrior, the build in Dragon Age Origins, she always had the heaviest armor I could find. The heaviest shield. Most damage outputting sword I could stick on her. And as I said, every possible buff running that I could. I respect her using one of the mods, so that she ended up doing entropy magic a lot and some spirit, and along with all the arcane warrior buffs as well. And her attack speed was so slow. She'd start an attack and like basic enemies, and the rest of my party would have just killed it before she completed the swing. Yes, it's a nice change from the
One of the guards said you were
that they
letting
tended
people
to
who
use
have
in
business in the
Origins.
city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens
Yeah, Shakespeare
and
for the win.
merchants that make
Thinking
it
of
worth our
Shakespeare,
while. I'll assume
between
that
Mass
you don't
Effect
have any more
Andromeda
coin
and
than
Dragon
these
Age
gentlemen.
Origins,
We've been letting you
I
Fereldans in
streamed
for
Vagrant
months.
Story.
You're too late.
And if you've
There's
never seen
no
that
more
game
room.
or played it,
But we've got
I've got the
family here.
playthrough on
I've
my
heard claims
YouTube
like that
channel.
1,000
Should be
times
listed under my
already,
video
trust
somewhere.
me.
And that's
We'll
a
find
really
some
good
ships to
game.
take you
And it's
all back to
basically,
Ferelden.
it's a
Adventure.
JRPG.
Until then,
And when they
you
translated
stay
it, they translated into faux Shakespearean. Yeah, it was on PS1, but I run it on an emulator because I'm not dragging up my PS1. I don't know where my PS3 is gone, so.
There must be someone
But yeah,
else in
it
charge
was an
we can
awesome
talk to.
game.
The city's been closed by order of the Viscount and Knight Commander Meredith, whose fortress you're standing in. But as far as you're concerned, I'm in charge.
Our uncle is Gamlin Amel. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlin? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't
Oh
say
god,
anything
here we
about
go. It's going to kick
We've
off.
been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Follow my lead.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it. You go through me before anyone else. Mark one and
So I'm going to have to leave forward to being able to focus. So my eyesight is appalling. Yes.
There's more of them.
I think I've only ever played a human mage once in Origins. I tend to go for the elf because the racism you experience in the game gives it a lot more extra edge, I think.
Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
I liked the intro on the Dwarven Rogue as well. Or did I have a Dwarven Warrior? I think probably Dwarven Rogue.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlen must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Wait. I think someone's coming.
And the human noble origin is pretty good as well. Because you get to see the backstory of how.
Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlen.
Oh yeah, I remember the that was one of the
this.
intros
The blight,
that really stood out for me.
Dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlen. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it. I'm dressed to guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if I can help you get in.
I'm more concerned about Mother.
I mean, it's one of the
Can you
other
give her
reasons
an
why I
assist?
think I'm hooked
No.
so much on the Elven Mage
stay
build in
together.
Dragon Age Origins.
I was
It's
hoping
not just the
grease and
racism
power,
outside the tower,
but the Knight Commander's
it's
been cracking
the
down.
enforced
We're gonna
segregation
need
as
more
well.
grease.
It's really well done as
What
a
about the estate?
storyline hook.
Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Yes, you
Not
can.
quite.
Or
I know some people who
Queen
might
by
help.
marrying Alistair.
If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Although for the first time ever, have I ever romanced Alistair? I think I did on one playthrough, but I've mostly ended up. I think on 2 playthroughs I romanced Morrigan, one I romanced Alistair, and then and then the last one I romanced Liliana, because I'd never romanced her before, so I want to see how that affects Dragon Age 3. I will really at some point have to get around to
Mother said our family was
playing
wealthy.
Origins as
You really can't help us.
I
a
am
different
delighted
character
helping.
class.
I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin
Well,
to
what
open
I've
those
noticed
gates.
is with the Ultimate Edition,
Still can't believe you sold
because you've got the
estate.
festive gifts and everything,
Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I
there's a
didn't
bug
expect
in
your
it
blasted
where you
family
can
to show
drive
up on my
Alistair's affection up really
I've got a
high
nice
without ever really
place in
talking to
Lowtown.
him,
You'll see,
and then the
all
game
worked
just
out.
assumes you're in a relationship with him. I was just like, because I had already romanced Liliana, and then I drove Alistair's affection up with just gifts. And all of a sudden, Liliana wants to talk to me about me being in a relationship with Alistair, and it's like, no, I haven't even really talked to her yet. So I don't know where that came from, but there we go. So yeah, Alistair then starts bringing me flowers, and I had to
Mother
let him
said
down.
our family
Not
was
that I
wealthy.
worried that much about
You
it, but
really
there we go.
can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
And what I love about Alistair's as
still
well
can't
is
believe you sold
his
the
reaction when you're in Denham for the
Gamlen,
land
how
meet.
could you?
And
Well, I
his
didn't expect your
reactions when
blasted
you're
family to
talking
show
to
up
the
on my
owl
doorstep.
about
I've got a nice place
how
in Lowtown.
Alistair
You'll
doesn't
see,
want to
it'll
be
work
king and
out.
how he isn't suited to be king. And when he turns around and says, I am in the room, you know.
We don't have any choice, do we? I need to get my family into Kirkwall.
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
I'm sure we'll be free and clear before we know it.
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red.
Yeah, you have to choose between the two of them. And I would never choose Loghain, even just to see the difference. I couldn't choose Loghain.
All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
I think it's because Loghain's too bluntly written. I found that with the original Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic 2, I have played Darkside, and it's actually pretty fun to play Darkside. But Knights of the Old Republic 1, the Darkside decisions are just too... they're too stupidly evil, you know, they're too obviously evil, so...
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation.
He's well written, but to pick Loghain, you have to overlook his abandonment of the king, his paranoia about the I want to say the Assyrians, and that's not right, is it? That lot to the west that used to rule through Eldon and he kicked out. And what's the other thing I have to overlook? And basically the fact that he's so out of touch with everything. He's willing to overlook anything and everything, including Howe's kidnapping of his daughter, just to try and fit in with his own version of reality.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
Oh, why did I just repeat
He's a
that
hired
conversation?
sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a
See, that's
decent
me
reputation.
keeping an eye on two
I
different
wouldn't have asked him
conversations.
if I thought he'd cross you.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlin, I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
Yes.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Okay, we'll try this one first then. Yeah.
Are you a Fenrir?
You must be Gamlen's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
Oh, wrong button.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I wish they'd stick the number
I can be
options
honest.
up next
We
to
don't
the
compete with the Thieves Guild,
dial.
but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
Begging and taking your pick never went hand in hand.
I run one of these kinds of mice, the 12 buttons on the side, so I'm just so used to hitting the numbers on the side, but it's weird when the numbers aren't listed next to it. I can't remember what the other guy does. As I said, it's been really long since I've played this game.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
You know I'm a mage. Yeah, and again, big stick
I didn't
on
realize
back.
Gamlen
It's
had
a
told you
giveaway.
that much.
The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars. So they let him set up his little shop.
I'm trying to remember what I promised to do after I
We
finished
supplied him in return for
streaming
a
this
piece of
trilogy.
now he won't pay
And I
up.
think I promised
We
to
can't go near him
stream
without him screaming for the guard.
the Divine Divinity games.
Get our money from him and you're in.
Is it Divine Divinity? Yeah, the original Sin ones. Because I've never played those. The original, like, isometric, very old one I've played, and I quite enjoyed that, especially with the transport system. But
Greetings once again, Seirei. Have you come to trade?
I believe you owe your business partners something.
yeah, I've never played them, and they do
Oh,
look enjoyable, so
I see.
I'll have to give them a try.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it. You have a
Nice.
choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you, and your men.
Hey! Stay back. Just take what's in the chest. Take it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
That should... do it. Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Ethenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
The blight may still spread, but for now we have a new home.
If only Bethany
Oh,
were
and
here
that's
with
the
us.
other series I want to play as well. The original Neverwinter Night games.
Let's
1
just
and
see
2.
what happens.
1 I
We
played
have a long year
to
ahead of
death like years ago. I completed it. Oh, bloody hell, there goes my ability to speak. I completed it on every single
Thus began
character
the
class there
champion's
was.
first year in-
I never dual class, but I did complete it on every single character
Word
class there
arrived
was.
from across the sea that
Which
the
was
hero
fun.
of Ferelden had
And
defeated
I've
the blight.
completed Neverwinter Nights 2 once, and I'd
But
like to
Lothering
complete it
was
with them all on.
destroyed.
But for some reason,
Kirkwall was the
2 doesn't
champion's
hold
hometown.
my interest. I find it a bit boring and slow.
So she remained.
But yeah, I'll
paying
have
off her
to
debt.
like set
Made a name for herself in the
aside
underworld.
time and stream
It was a
that.
busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages.
Yeah, I don't know what they
The
run like on the
Templars
modern
had
system.
become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
But the very first time I played Neverwinter Nights, I found it a bit weird because I Yeah, straight off, I came to Neverwinter Nights off the Baldur's Gate series and the associated ones, Icewind Dale and Torment. So I was kind of expecting more of the same, you know, like lots of characters in your party. I think it was 6. Is it 8? I can't remember now. But then going into Neverwinter Nights, where you've only got the PC and one NPC, was
You know how many people want to hire?
well, it was enjoyable enough.
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No! You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious.
And I am looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3 coming out. I was initially a bit...
You make him understand.
Because every sequel on games that old within the past couple of years have been poor, to say the least, and have killed the franchise. Well, I say the past 5 years, things like Thief and whatever just killed the franchise. And I'm really hoping Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't do the same.
I know how you
But the studio looks
But we'll
pretty
earn
good,
no
and they seem to be
favours with your
handling it
fist in his
fairly
face.
well. So
Then we do nothing.
I haven't played 5 yet. I've played
My brother can be hot
up
at
to...
but we do have the skills to benefit your expedition.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right?
Was it 3 or 4?
You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
Can't remember.
It'll get harder if we're at each other's throats.
I know. It just seems like you either
Yeah, the original
you end up like the
Thief
scum we're
trilogy
bargaining
was epic.
We
And
need
although it got
coins,
slagged off at the
status,
time, I
something we can
actually
shove in that
liked
dwarf's
Deadly
face
Shadows.
and keep people off our backs. And all
But
I
the
can think of is
reboot,
Uncle
I don't know,
Gamlen.
it was missing something, but I don't know what it was missing.
He got us into the city, more or less. If there's a chance, he can push Bartrand.
Worth checking, I guess. What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
Hey!
A bit extreme.
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go. How do you do? Varric Tethras.
I love Eric, and I love the way he came back in
I
Dragon Age 3
apologize
as
for
well.
Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The Coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes. But it is you they speak most of, Messer.
That figures.
Your brother is certainly welcome to join us by all means, but I'll leave that in your hands.
Oh, I'm going. Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition, 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
How much money?
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
You have a deal.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling.
I like the way all three
You set
options
aside
are
some coin
basically,
from every
yes, I'm
job and
going
you'll
to
have
do
the
it.
money in no time.
Sure, easy. But
Yeah, I'm...
maybe
It's
Aveline's got some bounties out.
because I'm so used to the economy in
She joined the
Origins,
City
50
Guard, right?
sovereigns was a
We should
huge
talk
amount of money
privately
to
when you
get.
the chance.
It's different in Awakenings. Awakenings threw money at you. I finished Awakenings
let's
with
go
something
see
like
what trouble
300
we can stir
sovereigns,
up.
and I spent a lot as well.
Keep a hand on your coin, Hawk.
Drinks of the hanged man when you're done.
Actually, that's a very good question. Where is... Where is my home? It is, yes. Companion home base. It would have to be the same colour as the background on the map, wouldn't it? I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'll have to make a journey and see. I'm assuming... Chartney... Rose... Viscount's Way... Ah, that would be quite a cunning idea, wouldn't it? And there's an exit. Thank you.
One so wealthy could use a new pair of boots, yes?
You know, Junior, it's eerie how much
It's tricky for me to make out those black arrows. Arrows on the map. My eyesight is getting... well, not good. Yeah, I'm finding it... because I spent so long playing Origins and all the download content, I mean all the download content, I'm missing the sound notifications on this game because I'm just not used to them. Right, what have we got unlocked? Why has everything moved around for choices? Very strange. Anyway, oh, I like that walking bomb spell. Yeah, and unfortunately I played the Blood Mage to death. I like the Blood Mage build, but... oh my god, when that's your every choice, it starts to get a bit boring after a while, I think. Ah, my home.
Whatever it is you're
Excellent.
about to say, I'm not interested.
I'm a professional younger brother. Trust me.
Yeah, it only seems to be a big thing in, like, Origins, and they turn a very blind eye if it's the player character doing it.
And they always do. That's where all the
Although what I liked in the very original Origins was that the only way you could be a blood mage was if you allowed the Arl's son to be possessed. So there was actually very... I must be at the set. You had to make what was basically the evil choice to become the blood mage. There wasn't any consequence after that, really, but you did have to make that choice. But yeah, I mean, then after the original game, they changed it so you didn't have to unlock the specializations, which was a bit of a shame. I liked having to go around to unlock stuff.
Was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostle.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
City life.
Oh, she does, doesn't she?
He just needs to get out more.
I got
Don't you,
shocked
boy?
by the Winter storyline this time around, because I never really spoke to Win on any playthrough. And I did this time because, of course, I had those festival gifts that just boost everybody's affection so far. And I never realised that she actually died and then came back because of the spirit. That just caught me on the hop. But unfortunately, I then forgot to pursue the rest of the
He's
storyline.
part
So.
of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
Oh God, what's in the chest? Nothing's in the chest, okay. It's somewhere else in here, isn't it? Yes, I'll have to have a look.
won't clean itself, Uncle.
Aha, there we go. Why is my inventory full? Ah, that would be why there was a lot more and then came up on the screen. Oh well. So what does this do? Whoa, nice. Is there a scroll bar to this thing? Yes, there is, but there wasn't on the other one. Alright, good. So let's start with that one. Let's go through them. Oh well, I just might stick that in there. Hindsight it is there. So I can get around to selling them. That should do. Well, it's good to see musicals again. Ah, musicals instead of musicals, maybe. That would make sense. I hadn't realised that. I've only ever played, for fairly obvious reasons, only ever played female tunes on this. And I always, in the second one, I always end up romancing Eve Miles, because I would. Thanks for coming along, musicals. I will hopefully see you again, because I should be streaming this for most of the week now. I say that, it's already Friday, isn't it? Most of next week as well.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gambling can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father...
Oh, it's good to see you. I'm going to have to lean in to get focused on this.
Not less.
Valask. And I will hopefully see you again. And thanks for coming along. Sorry, I drifted off there because I suddenly had to concentrate what I was doing on the screen. Oh, my eyes. See, I can focus on this screen or that screen, but I can't flick between them. It's... Ooh,
Did Grandfather
awkward.
mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Nail of ours is chipping.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother.
But some of what Gamlin says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
Something you need to say?
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
You want a connection? This is where we'll find it.
The once mighty Amels? A bunch of slavers are squatting on that dusty glory.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
That sounds like an arrangement that needs to change.
And what if it does? We still aren't important enough to actually live in the place.
Baby steps, Carver.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago. One scrubbing brush, never used.
Is there any way to equip other characters in the screen? I don't think there is. Ah, that's why. Okay. Looks like I'm nipping in and out of the house then. Oh, I can't choose Aveline, can I? That's a shame, because I kind of want to equip her. Definitely can't choose her? Well, okay. Oh, nighttime, daytime world. Got it. Right. Oh, Varg can be leveled, upgraded, up something. Auto level up, right. None of those will work for him, none of those will work for him. Don't know why I felt the need to go in and out, but... Oh, they're all restricted to me, are they? Oh, I see. Right, that makes sense, I suppose. Whereas these aren't. Right. Should we go for the double-handed weapon? Yeah. Cold. Okay, while I'm getting this sort out, I am going to get some water and close that front door. It is bloody freezing. Right. Sound goes back on while so I can chat while I'm doing this. Why does the graphics look like it's gone crappy? Let's have a look. Vidya. We will stick all these in here at the moment. I like that, the attributes, because that'll take up will as well. And there's a decent level. Yeah, we'll go for that. Wait, hang on. Those helmets and gloves. Oh, level 13, that's why. Not levelly enough to wear them. Right, so Act 3 and later on in the game. Sorry, I forgot to do my Sandrina today, so.
Hey there, lovely.
You hear about the Amaranthine traitors?
Who?
Some harebrained nobles in Amaranthine were conspiring against the Warden Commander. A truly stellar idea, if you know anything about her. We caught most of the conspirators, but a few fled by sea and came here. We're offering a bounty.
Sounds like the Warden Commander could be deposed if she's not careful.
True. The Amaranthine nobles are still a trifle upset about the whole burning down of their city. But the farmers and rural nobles think the Warden Commander can do no wrong.
And the city guard is all right with me killing foreign nobles?
We tried getting permission. Lots of bowing, lots of flowery phrases, and a great deal of nothing from the Viscount. I came here to do a job. So if the Viscount gets his precious feelings hurt, he can take it up with the Warden Commander.
Tell me what I need to know.
Here's a list of names and descriptions. Anytime you end one of the bastards, let me know and I'll reward you. Better act fast though. We're looking for them too.
Arms for the poor.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure from the highest heights of Mount
My. If it isn't Hawk.
Good to see you again, Elegant.
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
Could be better. Could be worse.
I often feel the same way. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
My God! It's gone!
I saw Meredith the other day.
You heard about that hero of Ferelden?
Yes. Why?
What makes a hero a hero? I bet I could kill an archdemon.
I bet you couldn't. I'll bet you a dozen others.
What? Now I'm gonna show you.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
I fought Darkspawn, but I've never been to the deep roads.
Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight Darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Stop looking at me.
What's your issue now, little hawk?
Don't call... Just don't.
Thaddeus, stand straight. Please. Is everyone? Welcome. To the black.
Just be a second. Want to get my chewing gum.
Varric.
Carver.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
take what I like. That's what I say.
To arms!
Don't like downtown?
Well, this looks like the place. If the cellars go this far, maybe we...
Let's make this quick! Follow my lead!
That's the... Crest, I think. Mother described once. Put that above your door and you better have ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
Get ready! Wait. Better luck in the next line. Looks like a fight. Be ready. That's enough.
I think I got blood on my coat.
If you have a plan, get to it.
Did that bomb?
Stay still and try. Loud noises. I knew I should have spaced out.
Be careful!
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is. So this is it? Grandfather's will? Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
Head for the door. If the will is so important, let's get...
Vivian will be...
Sebastian! Stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
And Andraste did say... Those who harm a house of the Maker have done harm to the Maker himself.
Follow my lead. You're pathetic.
Excuse me, Miss Seirei.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral!
The twins were a week old!
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing. You'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
I don't understand all these...
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
I found a letter you sent. About a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family. Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivard Carver.
By all means, lead on.
Greetings, Monsieur.
So, someone dropped off a message for you. It's on the desk.
Thinking of life in Hightown?
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
You're right.
What?
I'd change all of that if I could. But we don't have that option, and you know it.
All right.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
Here. I got you something.
Why?
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by Father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
mother's in labor. The back...
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of slew the Archdemon to save us all. Fat lot they care here. We're out of the Blight's
Hiya,
path
sweetie.
now. Why would
How's
you
your
need a
day
warden?
been?
The healer was one of them
Yeah,
once, wasn't
good.
he?
Good. What have
A
you been up
warden?
to?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Who are you protecting?
You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children. He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Oh, perish the thought. Another delicate mage flower.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
Right. Perfectly safe if he cooperates.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know, to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I asked at 30 farms for work. Not one is hiring Fereldans.
I haven't eaten all day.
We heard you in there, asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town. And it ain't gonna happen to him.
You want him safe? Don't pick fights with other Fereldans while the Templars are after us all.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Maker bless the rule of our Queen Honora.
Watch yourself. We don't want trouble here.
Have you seen a dog?
I like the Chantry. This is the only place in Hightown where the Merchants Guild won't come looking for me.
I shall not be left to wander the drifting road fade, for there is no... There is no...
Demons, the whole lot of them.
I remember how...
I do wish the
Taffy? Taffy, here you go.
It's a ruse. Mother would have us begging in there. That's not for me.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Aveline!
Hello, Hawk.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be... forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
How much longer do I have to wait?
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Good day, Sir.
Another messenger came by with a letter. It's on the desk.